Alfie, a couple of things looking back at last night's England performance. Firstly, how many goals did Harry Kane score?
4, didn't he?
Oh, you're counting the other 2 penalties, are you counting them?
Yeah, they should always count.
Okay, all right. I said on last night's show when you and I were talking to Ada, I expect double figures, and everyone poo-pooed me, but we won 10-0. It's quite remarkable. Here's the first question for you, right? I quite enjoy watching teams, obviously England, scoring goal after goal after goal. I don't have a problem with...
No, I didn't enjoy it at all.
Did you? Well, I'd rather watch England win 10-0 than 1-0, wouldn't you?
No, I agree with that, right? But what you want to see is opposition that can pass a football. There was one instance in the second half where the forward, I can't remember his name, was running after the ball and he nearly fell over. He was that tired because the fitness levels are not at the same levels as England are. And he was running after the ball and Mings was the one who was defending. And he just looked in a totally different league to this young player. And I felt for him because he was up there on his own. How's he ever going to score? You know what I mean? They're 210th in the world, San Marino, aren't they? That's their 35th World Cup qualifier on the trot they've lost. And in that time, they've conceded 146, Andy, and scored 7. There comes a time when enough's enough, and it surely. Because are they improving? Can you sit there? Can you see there? And I'm all for expanding the game all around the world. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But surely you've got to see some kind of improvement.
Well, they're playing one of the top teams in the world at the moment.
Oh, right? Come on, mate. They're not improving.
Hold on. We get teams like this going up against big heads in the FA Cup and the League Cup as well. And also, from our perspective, it gives players like Conor Gallagher or Emile Smith-Rowe, it gives them a chance to experience what it's like to pull on the 3 Lions jumper and go and play for their...
It's like playing against Berkhamsted down the road. But that's what it's like, isn't it?
I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. And also, I think it tells you where England are at the moment. You know, we haven't scored 10 since, the 60s? You know, other England... So we get lambasted, England, if you play like San Marino or Luxembourg and only score 4. All the fans come out and go, it's a joke. Absolutely, you should be scoring double... We've scored double figures and people are still moaning.
No, the performance was... Listen, there's no argument about the performance. And I think England in qualifying now for a long time, I think 12 years, we've hardly lost a game in 12 years when it comes down to qualifying. I said that's the third qualifying for the World Cup in a row where we've gone unbeaten. You know what I mean? So this team under Southgate are excellent. There's no problem with that whatsoever in qualifying for tournaments and getting to tournaments and doing well in it. But that game last night, after so long, do you just keep watching it? Do you keep watching another goal?
I enjoyed it. I was listening to Simon Jordan this morning who called them San Marino, which I thought was quite... But he said he turned over to watch the Scotland game because he was just bored of the England one. I was like, I still want to watch England play. I don't have I like watching goals going. You know, I wanted 15 when we got to 10.
You want competitive football.
We know what we were going to
get. Last night wasn't. Okay. It wasn't at all. It was just embarrassing.
Well, let's have a listen to QPR striker Charlie Austin. He was speaking on this morning's breakfast show. He spoke about the 10-0 hammering of San Marino.
I get everyone's got to play how I do, but surely is there some kind of qualification to get to a certain stage?
I hear you.
Because it's not fair. It's not fair on them. You know, it's great for them, and they play against superstars that England produce in other countries. But today, really, 10-0. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's a training exercise. Like for Harry Kane, perfect. More goals, more on the tally, brilliant. More caps for people. Perfect opportunity for Conor to get a cap. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But come on, like if we talk about people getting caps. Look at Aaron Ramsdale, played last night, made one save and punched the ball out from a corner.
Yeah, moany Charlie Austin.
Clean sheet for Ramsdale.
Yeah, happy days. I thought that punch, by the way, was a good punch as well, even though he was pushed as well. 03717223344. You can have yours say Wayne is a West Ham fan. Hello, Wayne.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Excellent. How are you?
I'm good.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. West Ham played Colchester in the third round of the FA Cup, beaten 10-0. Are you going to moan about it?
No,
okay.
Definitely not. Because the difference between Colchester United, first team, and the kids, what West Ham would put out, or not all kids, but a lot of them would be kids, the difference between level of football is not as great as San Marino against England last night. And that is just, that's obscene, that fixture. That is not worth the paper it's written on. I'll tell you for why. Them players, bricklayers, taxi drivers, sparks, teachers, driving instructors, whatever they may be, they are not at a level of football as to know how to go in full-blooded, full-hearted with a tackle. Them senior England players are at serious risk of injury, they could have a career-threatening injury to their knees, legs.
What are you based that on? When's that ever happened?
It happened. It does happen.
Name it. Name when a top international side played a team ranked in the 200s, and because of that, a player got awfully injured.
I never said top international, but it happens at the lower leagues, the lower level of football. It happened with Julian Dix at West Ham against the Mickey Mouse player in the lower leagues, and he crippled his knee. He done his knee. But getting back to last night, take their caps off them, take their goals away from them. If they get a wage or a bonus or anything, give it all to charity. I turned over. My missus was more than made up, mate. She said to me, it's 5-0. I said, turn it over. I cannot watch anymore. Watch what you want to watch. And I sat there, had me dinner with a beer, and she said, really? I said, turn it over. She made up. I couldn't
What were you watching?
Wayne.
What did you turn over for? What did you watch?
Why don't you turn over? Why don't you do it?
She turned over and watched what was recorded from Sunday night.
Why don't you turn over?
Because no, you're not hearing me out, are you? You're not listening to me.
Oh, I am. Why are you telling the wife to turn over? Why don't you just turn over?
I just said, well, turn the telly over. I can't watch anymore, right? Because I'm bored. What did Aaron Ramsdale have to do? Nothing. One punch and one save. That was it.
No. Wayne, second half he was amazing, but you missed it because you turned over and watched Coronation Street.
Absolutely died. I didn't watch any TV.
What did you do?
We only won 4-0 in the second half, mate. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad as the first half.
I'll tell you what. and listen, and Harry Kane, let's see if he gets all them goals on Saturday when they play, or the weekend when they play, right? Another cap, and it's a goal-scoring record, and happy days. I don't see Declan Rice out there because he wants another cap or he wants to be a high-scoring midfielder. No, he ain't injured.
He was ill, Wayne.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, he is. He pulled out the squad because he was ill.
Yeah, he pulled out the squad. It said he was ill. He ain't ill, is he?
Right, do you know him?
No, not personally, but come on.
Not personally.
You know, them senior players that are pulled out, they've rang Gareth and said, look, do I really have to play against these? Do I have to go and get lumped?
No, they haven't done that.
Hey, mate, I'll tell you what,
Amazing.
though. You've got a point. I would have...
Right, don't you?
No. What I will say about Kane, what I will say about Kane is, but when he played last night, I would have been exactly like him, right? I hated not playing. I did it with another player when I got asked to be rested against the West Indies a few years ago at Trent Bridge. They wanted to give a player his debut, Franksy, who was a good player, good cricketer, done well for Notts, and he deserved a cap for England at that time. But they asked me to pull out of the game against West Indies. We'd already won the series, and I said, what? No chance. I'm playing. I said, it's wickets. I'm playing against these. And I played against the West Indies. They had Brian Lara in the side, by the way. They were a good team, and Chris Gale. But they asked Andy Caddick, and Andy said, yeah, I'll miss out. I'll have a rest. I couldn't believe it. I was gobsmacked that somebody wanted to miss a one-day international. Now, if it was a friendly, I'd have been the first one to stick my hand up and say, oh, yeah, I don't want to play. It's a friendly. But everybody would have the choice last night. Harry Kane, there's no way in an international game where his goals will count, whatever it may be, would say, yeah, I'll have a rest. I'll let Tammy Abraham score 4. No, it's not going to happen.
I agree. We'll take more calls in just a moment. Mike, the Chelsea fan, will be up in a moment. He says nobody enjoys watching games like that. Well, I do. Do you? 03717 223344.